What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. As always, if you drop me a like, comment and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Also check out my previous video on the Premier League predictions. I'll just give my take on what happened last week, how I went with my predictions, and also this week's predictions. But for today, I will be speaking about the Leeds versus West Ham game and giving my thoughts. So, as all Leeds fans know, we've currently got an injury situation of about 7 senior players. Bielsa sort of come out and said that he thinks that, well, it's sort of indicated that Creswell will play at centre back with Cooper, which is pretty. I'm pretty happy with. He played really well midweek against Fulham in our win on penalties in the cup. The interesting part is how many injuries we've got everywhere else. So Stroik is definitely obviously out with his red card. We've got Koch and Ayling out, so that leaves a spot open at right back. And we've also got our main man Llorente at the back out. So it's a bit of an interesting dynamic, that back line. I think it sounds like Creswell's going to come in to centre back. Bielsa sort of made comments that he wasn't in the plans, but because of injuries and how he performed at Fulham, it's put him further up the rankings at centre back a little bit. And it's interesting because I think someone like Cooper's got to really watch out for his spot now. So even Robin Koch. So we'll see what happens when Stroik and Llorente comes back, and sort of where everyone fits, who goes on the bench, who doesn't go on the bench. Obviously, I think Creswell will go back to the 23s, but Liam Cooper will be really looking over his shoulder now. I think he is that last, out of the 4 senior centre-backs, he's the last place pick, and that Creswell, at the age he is, could be the one to come in to take his spot. So, what do we know about this game? I'm under no illusion it's going to be an extremely tough game. I'd be wrong in saying that I think Leeds are going to win. I think that would be dishonest. West Ham, really good team, played really well. Should have picked up a point against Man United on the weekend. Also beat Man United then in the Cup 1-0. It's going to be an extremely tough game. They've got a combative team, big bodies, good players. Antonio up front, he's going to be back. He's got a couple, 3 goals, 4 assists, or 4 goals, 3 assists, something stupid like that to start the season. He's going to be a danger man. Hopefully Creswell can do a good job against him. That's what I'm hoping. I'm just sort of hoping for a good performance. I'm not necessarily hoping for a win. I will take a point, happily take a point. But I think I think a draw is probably our best result here. I'll be honest, I think we're going to lose. But if we can make a good account of ourselves, maybe pick up a goal. If we were to lose 2-1 or even 1-0 would be fantastic in the way of not letting them score goals. If we can try to show a different side of ourselves, more of a defensive side that we haven't shown just yet, and if we can attack and look half decent, that would be massive positives. I just want to see an improved performance because West Ham's not a team we're going to beat, but we do have a string of games coming up. Your Watfords, your Norwiches, and Southampton that are winnable games. So we need to start showing some improvement from our past performances, and I just want to get that start of the season behind us and start to roll on and just pick up some wins because the end of this next we got West Ham, and the 3 games after that really will indicate where we will be. So we want the 10 games in will really indicate where we're going to be and if it's going to be a struggle or not. I think Rodrigo, so Bamford looks like he's out, as well as Ayling, centre-back situation. So my predicted lineup probably going to be Melier in goals. I think Cooper and Creswell at centre-back, which I'm a bit worried about because I think Cooper's got mistakes in him and Creswell's only young, but I'm hoping they can just do the job and prove me wrong. Right back, I wanted to see Shackleton in the middle of the park, but for this game I'd like to see him go to right back. He's energetic, he'll link up well on the wing. Fingers crossed, it sounds like Rafinha may play. I'm not too sure, but hopefully he plays and they can link up really well. But I'm going to make the lineup assuming that Rafinha and Harrison won't play. Left back, Junior Firpo. Middle of the park, I want to see Dallas and Click. I know Dallas hasn't played well and Click has been okay at times, but not fantastic. I want to see that partnership grow to what it was last year. Up front, I want Rodrigo. Bamford sounds like he's got a knock. He won't play. So I want Rodrigo up top. We know he can do a job. We know he's a good player. We just need him to find some form and get some confidence. He played well against Newcastle. Let's hope that he can keep going and really build on that performance and just hopefully he gets on the score sheet. That'd be fantastic. On the left and right wing, assuming Harrison and Rafinha aren't back, it'll be James and Somerville. I think Somerville played all right against Fulham. So, you know, he's steadily getting a bit better and bit better by the game. And so, yeah, I would say it'll be a front three of Rodrigo, Somerville and Dan James. Dan James played quite well against Fulham as well, but you'd want to hope so since it's a championship team and he costs 30 million. But assuming that Rafinha's ready, he'll jump straight back in. The interesting thing is Harrison coming back from COVID-19. We know he's fit, but will he start? Would he come off the bench? Dan James, I think Dan James actually offers more than Harrison. I know Harrison works back defensively, but I think Dan James has got a bit more. He's a bit more direct. There's a bit more about him. So Harrison can. He annoys me at times when he doesn't. He's not direct enough. He's got all the dribbling abilities and he's got a bit of pace about him, but he'll just try to beat the guy. Which is a little skill move won't work. He gets stuck and then he just goes backwards, and that annoys me because your final product isn't going to get better if you're not going to be working on it. You're not going to put balls in the box. So I actually want to see Dan James playing there, and I want to see Harrison earn his spot back in there. But it's good competition. I'm not saying Harrison is a poor player. I'm not saying that at all. I think a more direct player is what we need at the moment. Someone who's going to attack defences, like your Norwich and your Watford. This weekend, I'm under no illusion it's going to be a very tough game. There won't be many chances because, we haven't created that much. We haven't created very good chances recently anyway. When we haven't been putting them away. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens this week. So that's my predicted lineup. Bit of a shorter video today. It's not, it's a bit of a late one. I've left it a bit late. I haven't had time to do a video. I did my Premier League prediction a day late as well. So, there's not much to say on this one. I'm hoping for a draw. I'm hoping for a 1-1 draw. That'd be fantastic. Or, obviously a win. But I'm expecting, I'd hope for a draw. I'm expecting to get beat. This has got a 2-0 written all over it. Antonio will tear us apart. But I'm just fingers crossed. I don't want to be negative. I'm sick of feeling negative at the start of this season and seeing all these people's opinions of just pure negativity. I know I was a bit negative for the Newcastle game, but I was a bit frustrated. So hopefully this game's a little bit better. Hopefully we show a bit more. I just want to see improvement because we looked like we were going to improve against Everton and then we just didn't kick on from there. It just got worse. Got beat by Liverpool, looked poor against Newcastle at times. So I just want to kick on from this Fulham result, moving on in the cup and just try to get another win on the board. Try to get a win on the board, or just another point. We really will see how we are, what sort of team we are after 10 games. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. I'll probably get a reaction video out either tomorrow or Monday, probably Monday. So I'll let you know. Yeah, my thoughts on the game afterwards. Hopefully we're talking about 3 points. Newcastle, West Ham are a good side, but we don't have expectations because we've got so many players out. We don't have any expectations of winning this game. So if we were to get a result, that would be out of this world. It'd be 3 points that we should have picked up against Newcastle. That will be in the bank there. So, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens and peace.